Ayo, it's Bueno, back again here on the Blue Toad Monkey page, and I am ecstatic to announce that I have recently partnered with the Blue Toad Monkey Company to put out more content for you guys. Words cannot express how I feel about this. Anyways, we're going to get into this. Right now, this is the Open Ultra League. I have my Cobalion with Double Kick, Sacred Sword, and Stone Edge. Okay, it's got 15 attack, 10 defense, and 11 stamina. These stats are not ideal by any means, but I do win CMP against just about every Cobalion out there, and it's shiny. Look how beautiful it is. It's got the stars. And, those double kicks, we get 3 double kicks for a Sacred Sword, 7 double kicks to a Stone Edge. I mean, there's 3 double kicks in, 9 turns? So I can throw a Sacred Sword in 9 turns, which is awesome because, most of these, most people run a lot of 2-turn moves, and you get to those moves in 10 turns. You might get enough energy to throw it at 9 turns, but you can't throw it until after 10 turns. So, the Cobalion really outpaces a lot of the other spammy Pokemon like Swampert, which you'll see in this video. And the Stone Edge, my team doesn't really handle Talonflame too well. NIDOQUEEN does her thing, but, that Stone Edge is definitely super useful against the Talonflames. It'll one-shot. GRANDBULL doesn't want to see it. Let's get on to GRANDBULL. Pretty decent PvP IVs, I'd say. I really couldn't do better, and I had to showcase it because GRANDBULL is a homie. He absolutely chunks. I love using him in Ultra League. Great league. I prefer doing that heavy DPS if I'm going to do a Charmer in PvP. So we got into exactly 1500 with the Charm, Close Combat, and Crunch. Crunch has a chance to lower the opponent's defense. Close Combat drops my own defense harshly, but sometimes, that makes a difference in the win con if they could just, pull a shield and then take out my GRANDBULL real fast so they don't have time to charge up too much energy. NIDOQUEEN, okay, we have the 0, 14, 15 attack NIDOQUEEN, which on Poke IV is ranked number 1. I don't know how I got so lucky, but I had to best buddy it, get it to max level immediately. NIDOQUEEN is my girl. I mean, probably my favorite Pokemon to use in the Ultra League. If I have any chance to set her up with a team, she's going to be on there with the Poison Jab, Poison Fang to lower their defense, and the Earth Power, which absolutely nukes. Even with a tanky Giratina, it takes about 50% of its HP. And NIDOQUEEN is a staple in my Ultra League, and honestly, great league team. I don't use her because she's meta. I mean, if you want to use her for that reason, whatever. I've been using her since, before Poison Jab was cool, with Earthquake and Stone Edge. I just love using NIDOQUEEN. She's so awesome. And, anyways, we're going to get into these sets. Thanks for watching again, and let's go. Okay, battle starting. First game, we have a veteran who is an ex-legend. They look like they dropped a little bit, maybe in the Ultra League. And we're here with a Swampert lead against our Cobalion. We fire off that double kick before they are able to throw off a Hydro Cannon, but it doesn't look like they throw. They're not quite at an Earthquake right now, but we shield anyways. Probably not the best idea. Our Cobalion could definitely take a Hydro Cannon. And we are down a shield now. We fire off another double kick, leaving the Swampert in the red. We're going to shield again because we don't really want to throw our GRANDBULL in, and I'm pretty sure if we went in with NIDOQUEEN, it'd be able to get to another Hydro Cannon. That wouldn't look good for us. We fire off a Stone Edge. Probably not my best choice. I probably could have baited, with the Sacred Sword, even though it's not for super effective damage. The opponent fires off a Blast Burn on my Nidoqueen and gets a Fire Spin through. So we fire off the Poison Fang for that defense debuff, and it's not quite enough to take this Charizard out. We go back in with the Cobalion because we would absolutely get demolished by the GRANDBULL. But what do they have in the back? Hits a Walrein, which does not look good for us. We don't really have an answer for this, so we just try to crunch getting that defense drop. But it kind of, well, we got the defense drop, but this opponent has built up to an Earthquake. It's not looking good for us. We are KO'd by the Earthquake. Well, what I could have done differently there is definitely not shield that first Hydro Cannon, and that would have left me not shielded, and I could have also baited the Charizard with a Sacred Sword. Even if I would have been taken out, Nidoqueen would have been able to handle it and possibly drop the defense on that Walrein for my GRANDBULL. So there definitely could have been a few things differently done in that match, but it's okay. Let's get on to this next one. Match 2, leading into a Gyarados. So these double kicks are going to be resisted, but it switches into a Drapion. So this Drapion has to have Aqua Tail, right? Because the Crunch and the Sludge Bomb would be not hitting for super effective damage. It hits with a Sludge Bomb. We're like, okay, thanks. We'll take that. What do you have for us now? It's a Crunch. So everything this Drapion's throwing at us is resisted. We've built up to mad energy. Throwing off the Sacred Sword, taking this Drapion out, and now we have a Stone Edge for this Gyarados. So their switch timer's probably not set yet, but we're going to stay in here. I do believe we could take whatever this Gyarados has. We do. Look at that, Cobalion eating it. I'm not even really sure what the opponent throws in right now, but we're going to Stone Edge it. It's a Skuntank. We do resist those hits, but the Shadow Skuntank doesn't care. The Gyarados had Dragon Breath, so our GRANDBULL's looking pretty good in the back there against it. Energy Dry, I believe. Poison Fang dropping their defense. One more hit and we are good. Let's drop the defense of this Gyarados. Even though we are in farm down range, it doesn't matter. We have 2 shields. And that's one shot from our Shadow GRANDBULL, ending the game. GG's, opponent. We are now going into round 3, another X Legend. How jealous am I? Okay, here we are with Cobalion in the lead again. We get to a Stone Edge. It appears this opponent is building up to a Moonblast, but we don't care. We're going to go in with our GRANDBULL. They have a Registeel. Oh no. That's okay. Cobalion can handle that. We're going to throw off this close combat. They are sure to shield, right? And they do. We're just going to take whatever this opponent has. Zap Cannon, that's okay. Take us out. We're back in with Cobalion. Here we go. Knowing our Nidoqueen can handle that. What is it? Tapu Fini? Yep, there we go. Super effective damage on the Registeel. We're going to shield one time, hoping to take it out with this. That would have certainly KO'd us. We throw a Sacred Sword with our Cobalion to make sure that... we got a little lag here. But anyways, we certainly don't want to get Focus Blasted and have to throw our last shield. We're ready to throw Stone Edge. Let's go. Tap, tap, tap. We want to keep our Nidoqueen healthy and really hope whatever they have in the back doesn't take us out. Alright, we swapped to Talonflame, and I love to see this. We're going to throw right... Nope. Well, I totally could have thrown a Poison Jab there. Oh, but we land on CMP instead. We throw it right now. Oh, man, I need to get my timing down with that. What am I doing? The opponent flame charges again. So we could throw 2 Poison Jabs in before a Talonflame can finish its Incinerate, being a 5-turn move. And I finished him off with the Cobalion. That was a super close game. GG's to the opponent. Alright, here we go. Charizard in the lead. Oh man, don't have a fire move. And it's got Dragon Breath resisted by the Steel type. This is why I like Cobalion over Viserion. It really helps out with those dragon moves. And hey, look, a Viserion. So we're going to come in with our Nidoqueen. We could take any move this Pokemon has. We take neutral damage from Leaf Blade, though it hits kind of hard. And we're going to go ahead and fire off this Poison Jab, even though we probably could have thrown another one. I lost count there. Oh man, not Walrein. Okay, so we have to fire off these Poison Jabs ASAP. They probably could have farmed down a little bit more so that I, like before my Poison Jab, but they choose not to. We're coming in with our GRANDBULL, absolutely slapping with these charms from the defense dropped Walrein. We could take an Icicle Sphere. Charizard back. We bait with the Sacred Sword. We hit on CMP, I believe. Is that right? Not really sure if that was, but they're going to think this is a Stone Edge. They don't want it. We build up to another Stone Edge. Oh, what is this lag? Please. Okay. So we fire off another Sacred Sword. They thought it was a Stone Edge. That's right. You think that, Charizard. And now we are in a really good spot right now. Oh boy. No, Charizard. No. Not the Blast Burn. So we come back in with our GRANDBULL, but we have a crunch. Not today, Charizard. Take out the Charizard. Walrein's only 1 move away from taking out. That was a scary one, but it was super close to a new move, or another move, sorry. And we win that game. GG's opponent. Thanks for playing. Alright, last matchup. Cobalion lead again up against a Scrafty. This is a pretty neutral lead, except we are a little afraid of those power-up punches, but we build to the Sacred Sword right before they have a chance to throw it. And we throw on our Nidoqueen, hoping to catch, but we are met with a foul play. We don't shield. We know we can take another 2. We're building up these poison jabs. I should have thrown right before they got to this, but I didn't. It's okay. We are back-to-back poison fangs. We're gonna fire off another one immediately, but we're hit by the counter. They're at 3 counters now, and they throw in their NIDOQUEEN. We have 2 shields, so this is looking okay. Still a little spooky. Assuming the NIDOQUEEN has an earth power by now, it does. We're built up. We're gonna hit with a Stone Edge. Both moves don't hit for very much damage on this NIDOQUEEN, but I'm assuming that the Stone Edge hits a little harder than the Sacred Sword. We have to block again. We cannot be taken out by this NIDOQUEEN. Our GRANDBULL does not need to see this. We have the NIDOQUEEN in the red right now. NIDOQUEEN only hits us with a poison jab. This is looking really good for us. We're gonna hit the Sylveon with the Stone Edge and then meet it with our Charmer. And Charm absolutely deletes their Pokemon, who is now in the back. So the opponent top lefts real quick, and that was a GG from them. This team, Cobalion, Shadow GRANDBULL, Shadow NIDOQUEEN. I personally like Shadow NIDOQUEEN a lot more than regular NIDOQUEEN. You know, with those poison fangs, you could just really start chunking down some damage from your opponent. I feel like if you're going to go GRANDBULL, it has to be a Shadow just because it's already squishy to begin with. So if you're going to pick a Charmer and it doesn't have bulk, then it should probably be Shadow. Cobalion, super spammy, really helping out on the team. Like, I really like the way this team is put together. I do know that my team is kind of weak to Swampert and even Trevenant, who's pretty dominant in the meta. So, like, I have to try to, like, you know, save my shields on my Cobalion if I can help it. Because GRANDBULL is able to sweep up both of those Pokemon if they're in the back. NIDOQUEEN, super powerful. I really just love this team. I pretty much went like 50-50 with this team. So is it the best team to use in Ultra League? I don't know. But I haven't ran into another opponent running this team. I have seen like a fighting poison, or like, you know, usually NIDOQUEEN and Charmer put together. So it's like, even though maybe, I don't know how original it is, but the fighting a lot of the people pick are the Obstagoons or the, what's that Pokemon? Scrafty? Yeah, that one. And the Charmers are usually going to be Togekiss or Sylveon or Alolan Ninetales. So you don't really see too many Shadow GRANDBULLs. I would like to say that Shadow GRANDBULL is a little bit of a charm spice pick, but that's the homie, man. NIDOQUEEN, Shadow GRANDBULL. I love running them in Ultra League, Great League. They're just so cool. Like, you know, as an OG Pokemon player, I really enjoy having them on my team. And Cobalion with the new move Double Kick, had to throw that in there, absolutely. So Cobalion does really well against some of the Pokemon that we didn't see in this set. I'm really surprised we didn't see a Giratina or Cresselia, but, you know, it kind of holds it down against those guys. And if it goes down, then hopefully NIDOQUEEN can finish it off. And I really try to have my GRANDBULL in the back because it's super squishy but does high damage. And, you know, you can really clean up with GRANDBULL with some shields. So some of these games are a little risky. If I run into a Swampert in the lead, I almost have to shield because I don't want to really reveal the GRANDBULL. NIDOQUEEN with the Swampert's ground typing doesn't really do much damage, so it's super scary seeing one of those Swamperts, and I really just have to like hope when I see one of the Swamperts that my team can handle it. So anyways, thanks for watching the Blue Toad Monkey page. Again, if you go onto the website here that is listed, then you can throw the promo code AYO, that's AYO for AYO, it's Bueno, and get 10% in my name, and, you know, just help support. We're not asking you to, you know, support if you can, or if you don't want to, that's fine. But we're going to just keep putting out this content, and if you enjoy it, give us a thumbs up, follow the page, check out the bluetoadmonkey.com website, and we'll see you soon.